Josie Fuller was live. Yeah, I'm running out of ideas, y'all. Like, for real. Like, really running out of ideas. Like, so check me out. You know, you see how beautiful the sky is behind me? That's beautiful. Like, you see it? That's your abundance right there. That's how abundant you are. You as abundant as that. You know what I'm saying? Me too. I'm going for it. I'm going in. I need a car, y'all. Back in my hometown, I need to get one ASAP. So stream my content. Like, you know what I mean? I've been like messing around with all kind of apps like Flip, these apps that give you money for walking, different apps, some surveys. I got to get back into the rest of them that let you cash out right then. Sometimes I'll be on one app, I'll be like, I gotta focus. Like, you ever just been like, you knew ADHD was real, like ADD was real, you knew that shit was real, cause you like, yo, I want to go do this and I want to go do that, and then like, somebody would tell me I was panhandling, so I looked it up, and I was like, damn, I don't really ask for shit. I kind of, hey, you'll take one with you, and then when they be like, yeah, and I'll be like, it's for sale. Well, shit, what you want for it? I'm trying to get 10, but it's really whatever you want to give, we can bargain right here. You know what I'm saying? For this, for my music. You know what I'm saying? Enough about how big my head is and how much I value myself to want to charge you $100 for the CD. But yeah. And no, it's on my website for $14.99. I'm gonna be real with you. It's literally, I mean, you don't get it the way it look in my pocket. You get it the full album way, because I put a little bit more love into like presentation when I ain't gotta hustle around. Like right now, it's like I be in hustle mode, y'all. It don't be in no, I'm not in a regular way. So anyway, I'm saying you basically get the mixtape nostalgia. It is what it is. I started to give people tapes. I'd be like, let me just give people a tape. But right now, I figured I was gonna go make flyers the best way I can and just hand them out. Get the flyer and be like, hey, you ought to get my CDs or something. Or, just try to figure out how to crack the bubble that people live within. Because I know I live in a bubble and I ain't buying shit from your ass unless you crack that bubble. You're going to have to bust the bubble. Once you bust the bubble, then I might buy something from you. Walmart, Bilo, and all that, they been bust the bubble. They was like, look, you going to get hungry. You going to want this food. You going to want whatever these clothes is because you don't want to walk around naked. So the mall is right here. But when you come across, like, let me be honest, it don't matter who it is. I be like, huh? But most of the time, I be noticing it because when I be doing it, I be having to break myself out of it and then be like another black owner. And they be like, yo, bro, check me out. And I be like, but I don't want to see that shit. But it's only the resentment from me being out here getting that type of love so long. That's why I be like, keep that same energy. It don't do nothing but come back. You're going to be right mad at the next black man when he started trying to sell his merchandise to you after you've been trying to sell it to him and he made you mad because he didn't want to buy it. And you was like, we supposed to look out for each other. And he was like, whatever, you better go start you a lawn care company or something like that. Go around cutting grass, stuff like this. I got out of the house late because I did not get any sleep. And despite, I thought I was like doing something yesterday, just really wasted a good little bit of my time yesterday. And today I'm trying not to do the same thing. So like a little bit of the time is already gone. I had a plan. I was gonna go get like a big boy speaker, right? And go downtown and do a free show. Put my QR code on top of the speaker. That was the idea. But then I was like, this ain't Atlanta. And I can't just go and boom, do a show like that. This ain't Atlanta. Like, this ain't that. Like, and I was like, yo, I could do content creation anywhere because this is the type of content I do. I talk about life and shit going on in life. I seen a meme where Donald Trump was like, fuck it, we going to war. And Putin was like, I'm good with that. And Donald Trump was like, all right, cool. I'm about to go play golf. And he was like, I like it. And I was like, yo, these motherfuckers is fire. These because it's fire. Whoever did that is fire. Because I knew it wasn't the real Donald Trump, and it wasn't the real Putin. But I was like getting into the whole thing. Like, damn, that shit crazy. Like we in America, we make jokes of everything. Like we make jokes of us being broke, jokes of us being rich. We make jokes of everything. Like I make jokes of why I stream. Like I stream because I want a partnership, but I still be like, man, fuck all this shit. Because at the end of the day, you be like, yo, I look at it like this. You could die before you get the check or before you cash the check. You literally put all the work in and then not make it to cash the check. And I've seen it happen. Be like, damn, they checked out before they can spend the money. Shit. And I'm hoping to myself that don't end up being me. Like, you check out before you could do something good with the money. I ain't got it yet, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you just don't want to check out before, you know, you get the money. Like, look at this. It's about to storm on my forehead. That's why I be like, damn, bro, you ain't got no car? You need a whip, Josie. Look at that beautiful sky, though. Beautiful sky lets me know might actually rain, you know? Might actually rain. It's got thunderclouds on it. I'm taking my normal everyday walk, you know, normally. Not really. It's not a normal everyday walk because, you know, most of the time in Atlanta, I mean, I walk every day, but you know what I'm saying? It's like everything a little closer. Not really. This distance that I'm going right now is about the same distance from, you know, the house I stayed in Atlanta to the Texaco up the street from it. It's about the same distance. I'd be like, yo, that's the same distance. It's the same distance. And the rest of it's like, yo, like I said, I had said this to myself one day. I was like, the moment people actually realize what you got going, it's gonna be too late. And then that all it is, it's up to you to make it to the check, and you're gonna make it. You're gonna get it because you're strong. And like I've been practicing this myself. Don't let too many people know what you're doing. Try not to let yourself know sometimes. I mean, you gotta make the plan and stuff. But you know, if you know exactly what you're doing, you'll sabotage it. So you gotta make it like spontaneous. Like I came up here and not knew exactly what I was doing. Hopefully I either find a job or, you know, start selling my merchandise before it's too late. Cause it's the same thing. It's like I'm still not in control of, well, I'm in control. It's like this. I'm in as much control as you can be. Is somebody that's, you know, hustling or working and you doing it from foot, like, you know, those people that had to walk to work. I'm in just about as much control as them, you know. You gotta walk everywhere. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You should enjoy your life. I'll be enjoying these walks. If I can just find me like a decent job that's like in close proximity, I'd be okay. Another thing I noticed is that South Carolina, actually Greenville in specific, between Greenville, Spartanburg, and Anderson, they need that bus system to run. And when you get to certain areas, you be like, damn, y'all need to just run 2 and 3 buses down this road. Y'all, it'll be clicking. Like, it'll be clicking. The economy will grow. You know what I'm saying? You know, the job will be, a lot of y'all will be tired. Y'all will be like, oh, it's time to get the hell off this bus. Because, you know, that's how they be doing in Atlanta. They probably do it even harder in New York. They be like running 3 and 4, 5 buses at one time. Because they know they got to get these people to where they got to go. And they know it's money in this transportation. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's different. You get in certain areas and it's not as many people as others. But you still be like, yo, you got to make that work, big dog. Like, shoot, some people like, I was stuck waiting on the bus yesterday. And I was like, oh, God, the bus is really what killed my time. And I was like, dang, when is it coming? Me and the lady, she was like, you know, this is what it does. I'm like, okay. But the driver was forever nice. I'm talking about, you know, like, if you're from Georgia, you know what I'm talking about. When you get on there, the bus driver don't got no info for you and will talk shit to you and be like, oh, go on, sit down, man. Or either tell you off the bus, be having like super attitudes. But up here, bro, the bus driver was nicer than the mug. I'm talking about, don't get me wrong. I got homies in Atlanta that drive that Marta. Boy, they nicer than the mug, but they cool. You gotta love them. My people always told me, if the cows are, you know, still standing, then it's not raining. These cows are standing. You see those cows? Cool cows. This is, God damn it. Look at this. Let y'all see some shit. It's home of the ranch type shit. You know what I mean? Home of the ranch, where the rodeo stay. Home on the ranch, It's like got one of them fields to the road. Home on the ranch. Home on the ranch. It's nothing but grass out here. I just put my phone down to the side and let y'all see nothing but the grass in the sky. It's beautiful, man. Look, I don't care what you got going on in your life. Just know it's gonna get better. Cause if it's already going good, then it's just gonna get better than going good. And if it's already going bad, then it's gonna get even better than what it was. You're gonna love it. The transformation, it's gonna be turning up. God got his eye on you, and he wanted me to tell you, it's okay. You gonna make it. You gonna get through the storm, and you gonna see your best version. You gonna see your greatest version. You know what I'm saying? You were made to make through this. You know what I mean? This the type of stuff that it was a test to make sure you was the one. You feel me? Don't let yourself down by giving up. You dig? Never let yourself down by giving up, because that's the only real way to let yourself down. And part of that was for me. I'm not gonna lie. Part of that was for me. Part of that was for me. It's like, yo, don't let yourself down, Josie. Don't do it. Why would I? I'm doing it now. Like, I've been letting myself down by not making sales. I feel like I don't go hard enough. Like, but like, I had to look up what panhandling was for one thing. And I was like, yo, what is panhandling? And I was like, okay, so when people walk up to you and they be like, hey, you got $1? Hey, let me get $1. Let me get let me get some change or whatever. Or, that's panhandling. Or, like, technically the Girl Scouts are panhandling, but not really. It's past panhandling because they charge you for those cookies. You can't donate $4 and get a box of cookies. Your ass will pay $5 a box. In some states, you will pay $10 a box for them cookies, $7 a box for them cookies. You gonna have to pay for them. Whatever them little girls say them cookies cost is what you got to pay for them. It's real. I'm saying, same thing with the nuts and the jerky that the Boy Scouts sell. They're not really asking for donations. You can give donations, but technically they're not asking for donations. So private property, do not step on these people's fields. You feel me? I can't wait to get my own land. I'm gonna put up a private property sign too. Probably never have my own land. That's the type of shit it's on. People be like, how you gonna say that? Well, shit, I gotta get some money first. That person that asked me how am I gonna say that should be the person that shops at my website to help me get there. Help me get some money to get my own land. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm panhandling either way. I mean, I'm not asking for donations, but I am trying to get you to buy my merchandise at my website. Go to my website, shop. Be a cool person. Be you. Should be yourself. I just want you to be yourself while you shop with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my friends, they be like, yo, I thought you was an R&B artist and stuff like that. Well, shoot, it ain't like I got a record deal or anything. You act like I get money to perform. No, you are what you make money from. That's how I feel like. If you make money from jobs, then you a laborer, you work. If you make money from business, then you a businessman or businesswoman. You do business, you still work. If you make money from what your career is or from art, I mean, you still work. You're an artist. You feel me? If you paint, you paint. You know what I'm saying? If you paint buildings and houses, to me, you're an artist. Like, you are literally an artist. You paint houses, you paint buildings, you paint collages, memorial, whatever these people ask you to paint, you get it done. You're an artist to me. They want you to paint a straight white wall. Sometimes they be like, hey, so can you paint a white wall and then put a face on it? And that's when you get to paint and be like, oh yes, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for these people to ask me to paint a mural. I'm about to you gonna be happy, girl. Your family's gonna love this house forever. And then you just paint something that makes some people just not want to get out the house. Oh yeah, the painters put that there. Dang, your painters did that? I thought painters were just painters. Well, they're artists. To me, you know how to mix coats, cut and roll and different things like that. You know how to, get the paint together. You can't beat that. You're an artist. And if you sing and people pay you to sing, then you're a performing artist. You're a musical artist to me. That's what you are. You are, it's another word for that. A steward? Nah, is that it? Is it a steward or a fae? It's something that they really call a musical artist, a musician. You're a musician. You're a musician. But it's something else to it, because the musician basically plays instruments. The singer, you're a singer. If you're a singer, you're a professional singer. Now, I would like to be a professional singer. would love to be a professional singer. I'm a singer right now. I would love to be a professional painter. I paint. You know what I'm saying? If somebody called and was like, Josie, come paint my cabinets, I would actually show up with the stuff I needed to paint your cabinets, paint your house. People never really called me and be like, yo, da 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 da. Like, I actually do that. And then, I go online and I look for jobs where it'd be like, yo, does anybody need a painter? It must just be the type of people I'd be around. That's why I'd be like, yo, you got to change your environment and then just put, yo, I paint online. That's what I'm about to go put on Craigslist. I got to learn how to put stuff on Craigslist versus looking at Craigslist for gigs. So I'm about to look that up and figure that out. Still try to get you to shop at the website, JF Tools, I'm still the only guy with these shoes on my feet. That's crazy to me. I ain't never been the one guy with how like that's you got a person that walks around and I'm like the only one with these shoes on, nobody else have them. That's me right now. I feel good about it though. I feel like cause I've been walking in them. Let's just put the camera at an angle, boom, so you see it. I've been walking in them. I mean, I took off running too. I beat a dog in these shoes. I mean, not really beat a dog, but I beat a dog in these shoes. So, I did take them for a spin though. I've been spinning in them for a minute. You know what I mean? That's all this is. Bye. So, you shop at the website. You pick you up some JF Tools, they're exclusive. I'm probably going to sell an infinite amount of pairs until I'm out of, God told me to do this. He said, bruh, have faith in me and let it ride. So I was like, all right, that's what I've been doing. I've been having faith in God and trying to let it ride, This is what I've been doing. JF Tools on max, Eat them JF Tools. You know what I mean? I'd be like, yo, because some people be like, yo, so when you posting and you going live on YouTube, are there people interacting or no? And I'm like, nah, not really. Not really. I mean, like, people interact, but not like that. Like, it's more like somebody might like it. But in the future, everybody's going to like it. Like, everybody that comes on, they're going to like the feed. Because if you listen to it and watch it, you'll be like, yo, he's going to say some interesting stuff. He says interesting things. Like, he does interesting things. I mean, I walk, I stay fit. That's how you do it. I breathe. Look, you know how they tell you how to deal with certain things? Like, this is how you deal with a headache. You got to go take pills. I'm about to give you look, you use this to the best of your knowledge. I'm about to give you the ultimate life hack. Look, I'm going to tell it to you like this. When I was younger, I raced one of my friends. Like, we raced up the street. We ended up racing. And he started doing something that was strange to me. This man started breathing deep while he was running. He was like, and while he was doing it, he started breathing fast while he was running. Like, I'm crazy for noticing this man's breathing method while he was running. But he would catch an ass on me. So I was like, damn, bro, you got the hell, what you doing? And when he stopped, he wasn't tired. He was like, of course he did the whole, and then, you know what I'm saying, he slowed down, his breath slowed down. And I realized what he was doing, he was controlling his breathing. He didn't know what he was doing. He just said, bro, I'm just breathing so I can slow myself down. I don't want my heart pounding like that every time I run. So when I start taking deep breaths towards the end, my heart slows down. And I'm like, okay, I know what you're doing now. I know exactly what you're doing now. You are doing birth control. Now, at 14 and 15, no, I didn't know what he was doing. But as I got into life and I researched it, I was like, okay, that's birth control. That's what that was. So it came upon me like I've been in some moments where I was cold outside or I was too hot, and it was like my body started doing whatever. You catch arthritis throughout your whole body and it feels like it's going to seize up. All you need to do is breathe. You breathe in a series of patterns. That's the breathe. And you try to keep your mouth closed. And you repeat this sequence, for like the whole entire day. If you want to stop your body from, seizing up, this is fingers, hands, legs, whatever. And you, most of the time, if you want to like start controlling the flow of your chakra, what runs through your body, you start imagining your chakra rushing through your body, like fooling up everything from your toes to tip of your toes to the tip of your fingers to the top of your head to the tip of your nose. Do you imagine that your chakra is running smoothly? It's all hey, this what I'm giving you is also a part of the meditation process that I do all the time. When I meditate, I wake up in the morning and I meditate. Sometimes I'm like this. I'm one of these people. I wake up if I can find any time, 5, 10 minutes to give to myself and thank the Most High that I made it through the night or made it through whatever rest that I was in. I thank the Most High, the Creator of all things, and then I start giving time to the universe. I start giving time to other things. You know, I start giving thought processes to my business, my company. The main thing I do is check my bank account. Then I check my big cartel to see if I had any sales. Check phone for notifications. You know, all the things that'll make my day. Be like, okay. If the bank's going up, just the financial type of stuff. You got to check your finances first thing, because that's the major part of life is finances. It's like you want it to be free. You want everything to be free. You want to be able to eat for free. You want to be able to, live for free. You want to be able to live life and be free, but you can't. You got to pay stuff. So, everybody got to pay stuff. You either work a job or you hustle. And to me, every businessman is panhandling. At one point, you got to market and promote yourself. You literally got to market and promote yourself, bro. You got to. Like, it's a truck up here. I want to shop with them, but I be like, since they Mexican, they'll never shop with me. So, me going to go shop with them in their business is like, why, nigga? It's like I'm just feeding a system that ain't gonna feed me. And like, what the heck? And that's how you get in your head is a black person. It's me, it's any black people. And we sit there and we be stuck in the system and we don't grow because we don't spend with our own people because we so busy spending with everybody else. And we be like, yo, fuck them anyway. They ain't gonna spend with me. Nigga, the other people ain't gonna spend with your ass either. Shit. Some of them will, some of them won't. But when it come down to it, a high enough count of them ain't gonna do it. You might well stick to trying to build your community. Shit. Like, what the freak? Sometimes you gotta start small. You gotta start like with these YNs that's going crazy. Donald Trump about to bring the army in on their asses. On all our YNs. He's like, yeah, put the army on the motherfuckers. They acting crazy. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them. We gonna show them. I ain't gonna lie to you. My stress levels was like, don't worry about it, Josie. Just live your life. And I was like, yo, I'll go to IHOP right now. But I don't really want to just do too much walking. I did like a bunch of walking yesterday. Way too much walking yesterday than I thought. I was going to go get an iPhone 16e, and it did not happen. Tell you what happened. So I was like, I don't have the complete money to get this 16e. So I was like, yeah, I'll just get the 16e and sell my phone. At least that's what I thought I was going to do. Get the 16e and sell my phone. But oh my God, is that the easy way down? I wonder if that place sells drinks. They don't sell them cold. But yeah, that is the easy way down. But yeah, so I went there to go get a phone. It did not happen. Went to Boost Mobile. The girl was like, no, it's going to be like 210 or something like that. I was like, damn, I'm a little shy. I ain't got that. I might as well goddamn boo, 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 boo. But now I actually can go do it. I don't know why I ain't went to go do it. At least go get me an iPhone today. Yeah. And then go sell this one. But, it'll put me up a little bit. I like my Samsung Galaxy. I'm not sure what the iPhone 16e is going to do anyway. Some people told me it was a downgrade. They was like, yeah, that's a downgrade. You basically going to get iPhone's flagship, iPhone's, budget phone. But to me, I don't think these people know what a budget phone is. Like, a budget phone is a phone that you pay $100 for. Like, that's all this phone costs you. You know what I'm saying? If a phone costs more than $200, more than $100, it is no longer a budget phone. That phone is out of your budget. It has become a little bit more expensive, and the things that it do should go up with that price. Once it leaves 100, to me, budget phones are like 40, 50 to $100, because you can get up $100 somewhat easy these days. You can come across that giving blood. I ain't gonna lie to you. Go give blood first time donor, $120. A lot of states, so you can actually get this work. You feel me? So I'm seeing people do landscaping, but the whole thing was like, damn. The whole time I'm like, damn, I do business when I'm out here passing out my flyers, people be like, oh yeah, I'm working. I be like, me too. I'm just working on me. I'm working on my shit. I be wondering, like, do they own that company they work? That when they say they working, do you own it? You a contractor? If you a contractor, then you basically own yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna let you have that because technically I'm a contractor for myself. But back to the phones, you know. So somebody told me that the iPhone 16e was a downgrade, and that I had the better phone with this Samsung Galaxy, you know. And I don't know if I had the better phone or not. You know what I'm saying? I like my phone. I can tell you that much. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I like my camera. That's what the main thing they were saying was like, damn, bro, you got 3 cameras. Why you want to give up 3 for 1? I'm like, do y'all not know that is damn near 50 megapixel camera on that mug? That's all the hell you need. Depending on whatever type of photography you do, you can make that rock. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about the rule of thirds, you can make that 1 camera rock, bro. Like, that's really what this is. Like, it's preference. That's why I can't get mad at people when they don't shop at my website. It's preference. Most of you probably be like, yo, Josie just a floating head doing stuff. Yeah, I prefer that kind of sort of. I'm betting I get 33 views. And, you know, it was that one viewer that kept me going live. And then before you knew it, I had the partnership. And then I looked at my bank account and it was heavy. Just like I told you yours was going to be. Because I know your bank account about to be heavy. Don't sleep on yourself. Don't do it. It ain't worth the nap. I'm here to let you know that. You know what I'm saying? Part of me is like, boy, shut it up and go get an energy drink. And don't go live no more today. Just worry about if you can sell a CD or market and promote my website. That's how this goes. Which, technically, I'm like, damn, where are the Office Depots at? Because that's what I really need. FedEx, Office Depot, some sort of print shop. Get the right print shop, I'm good. I'm good to go. You know? Good to go. This is what it is, though, with life. In general, a bunch of things, y'all. It's like, why you doing what you doing? Folks won't know you doing what you doing. So pipe up on them. I just dropped some new music online. But y'all probably ain't even know I dropped it exclusively on YouTube. It's called Bread and Water. It's a single. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping my band lab music right now because I'm band labbed up right now, nigga. I ain't seen the studio in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Life elevates. And you gotta get it how you get it. You got 1,000-something songs, but you'll never hear them because your ass ain't streaming my music. Go stream my music, y'all. I thought about it. If 20 million people streamed The Danger Zone, or if you streamed The Danger Zone and shared it while you were streaming it, somebody gonna like what you streaming, and they gonna start streaming it. Next thing you know, we got a whole bunch of people streaming my music, The Danger Zone, and I feel better about life. You feel me? And you can feel better about life, and we can both win. Cause I don't really be out here selling CDs, y'all. That's why I go live. I be like, my job right now is a full-time streamer. I be wanting to tell my uncle and my people that, but I be like, I know they gonna laugh at that when they say, boy, you what? Boy, you crazy. Yeah, I know. My channel is for people that are crazy, that are just as crazy as me. Front door open. Whoa, I forgot. How y'all doing? Something to drink. Ooh, should I get a Mountain Dew or a Real Life energy drink? Or should I just get like something with fruit in it? Like one of these V8s in an energy drink. Oh, shit, that ain't right there. Boom. What is that? Front door open. It says soursop juice. Then they got a pineapple pulp. Red grape juice. I know that jump. Probably 5. Anyway. Let's see what I'm doing real quick.